if you're watching this video in July, then you are watching it at the right time. In this video, I'll be giving out three crops that you can store and resell on a later date. In this video, I'll be trying my best to give out the three top crops that you can buy and store in July and August, that you can sell in the next 3 or 4 months time for a higher return. So stay tuned and stay to the end, because this particular section or this video will open your eye to the possibilities of crops that you can buy and resell for a very huge percentage in 3 to 4 months time. So the first crop, I will not waste much time in this video. I'll just go straight to the point and straight to the crops that you can buy and store. The first crop in my list is red millet. Red millet is a very lucrative crop that you can buy and store. And also I'll be giving you the crops, giving you the best time to buy them, and also the duration that you have to keep, and then the best time to sell, that is the selling period, for you to make a very good return on investment. So I'll be listing the crop, duration of storage, and when you can sell. So the first one is red millet. Red millet, as I said before, is a very lucrative crop that you can buy and store. And the good thing about red millet is that it gets to the market in a dry state, so you don't bother about drying it first before you can store. It's already dry, so when it gets to the market, it is already at the dry stage, which helps for easy storage. And red millet stays for a long time. The shelf life of red millet is actually long, so you can keep this crop for a long period of time. You can keep red millet for 4 to 6 months before you can resell. So the best time to buy red millet and store is in August and September. You can also buy in late July, but the best time you can buy red millet is August and September, and you can keep them the storage period for 4 to 5 months. So you can start selling your red millet back in December to January. That's the selling window, from December to January, and you are sure of a good return on investment. Red millet can give you return on investment between 30 to 80%, because the demand is always high. The demand for red millet is always high. So this is a particular commodity that you can go into. Remember, the buying period for red millet is August to September, and you can keep it for 4 to 5 months, and the selling window is December to January, and you are sure to have 30 to 80% return on investment. Now, number 2 of the crops I would advise for you to buy and store this July is Egusi melon. Egusi is a very lucrative crop with very good return on investment. Egusi, the high demand, or the return on investment of Egusi is something we can not stop talking about. We always talk about Egusi because of the high ROI, or return on investment, that is in Egusi. So Egusi is something you can buy. We are in July, and this is the best time. Farmers are harvesting. This is the best time to get your Egusi. You can buy Egusi in the window July, August, and early September. These are the windows when you can buy Egusi. So if you're watching this video and you have the money to buy melon, that is Egusi, then you can start buying in July, August, or in early September. That is the time you can buy your Egusi, and you can keep that Egusi for 3 to 6 months, and nothing will happen to it, and you resell. And one thing, let me put out a disclaimer. if you want to store egusi for a long time, I would advise you store unpeeled. You store unpeeled egusi, the one that is not yet peeled, because that one have a longer shelf life. So if you want to, you are buying this egusi to store and keep for a longer time, I would advise you buy the unpeeled egusi. So the buying window for egusi is July, August, and early September. And you can keep this egusi for 3 to 6 months and start selling from December to March. That's the selling window, from December to March. Egusi is very lucrative, and if you can buy it now, store it, and wait for this particular buying window I'm telling you, you can make up to a return on investment of between 30 to 120%. That is how lucrative egusi is. The longer you hold it, the longer your profit margin is increasing. But do not hold it much that you forget when to sell and it falls back to the low season when the price is down. So the waiting period is 3 to 6 months, and you can sell from this window December to March, and you are sure of making return on investment of between 30 to 120% for egusi. And also, for you to store egusi, make sure that it is dry. Make sure that it is dry, because when it's properly dry, then you can actually keep it for a longer time. Number 3 of the crops I would suggest, or I would advise you buy and store this period, is corn. Dry corn. The dry corn. So this is another commodity you can get, you can store and resell in 4 to 6 months time, depending on how you want to keep it. So dry corn is another commodity that you can buy and keep. The buying window for dry corn is from ending of July. You can buy in August and then in September. These are the periods you can buy and keep dry corn. Dry corn is already out, it's coming out now, so you can get it in August and September. And the storage window for dry corn is 4 to 6 months, as I said before, 4 to 6 months, and you can start selling them in January and February. So make sure you look at these windows I'm talking about. These are the best times you can sell out those commodities you store, and you are sure for dry corn, you are sure of a return on investment of 50%. 50% when you buy in August and September, and you keep between 4 to 6 months and resell in the reselling window of January and February. Then the bonus crop I'll be adding to making it the 4th crop. The bonus crop I'm adding is groundnuts. You can actually start buying groundnuts, although it's not this month. You can start buying groundnuts in August, and also in September you can start buying groundnuts, and you can hold that groundnut for 3 to 5 months and also sell it between December and January, and you're sure of a good return on investment. Now, how does this business model work? Because you ask, I've been saying you buy this one, you keep it and sell at this stage. You buy this one, you keep. And how does this business model work? This is how we do it. For people that you don't have enough money to buy all these commodities and keep for a longer time, see how we do it. When egusi is out, you buy egusi. I know I've done a video like this before about how to buy and sell. So when egusi is out, egusi as in July, you buy egusi, hold it for 3 months, you sell. When you sell it, you buy dry millet, you hold dry millet for a while, you sell it. When you have groundnut, you sell the dry millet, and you buy groundnut and also sell in January. So you hold them at different interval. You can even hold for 1 month if you want and resell. You buy egusi, hold for a few period of time. When you see that the price is have changed, you had some percentage of interest or gain in what you bought before, you can resell and buy dry millet After dry millet, you can stay for a while, you sell it again, remove your profit of course, and buy the one that is in available at that time and hold again to sell at a later date as well. That's how you follow the market trend. You buy the one that is available, resell, buy the next one available, resell again. That's how you turn over your money. But if you have the funds, you have the resources to keep for a long time, that's actually how you can, it gives you more money, gives you more advantage when you hold for a longer time. So if you have the money to buy in large quantity and you can keep for 4 to 6 months, just like Egusi, you can buy and keep for a longer time, then that is actually a good one. You can buy different commodities and keep for a longer time and sell for a higher return on investment. So this is how you look at the business model, how you follow it up. You know your strength, you know your capital, you know where you can perch. If it's one bag you can buy, you get one bag, hold it for a while, resell when the price is higher to the same market. Not like you're going to a different market to go and resell. In the same market, you resell it and buy what is available at that time, keep for a while, and resell again on a later date. But if you have the money, you can get all the commodities you want and keep for a longer time. I hope you got value watching this video. If you do, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also give us a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video so that others can also watch and learn from this video on how to make money with agro commodities. Don't forget, I'll do a recap now of the crops I mentioned and how long you can keep them and when you can resell. I started with red millet. After red millet, we talk about red millet that it always comes to the market dry, so you don't have issues with storage because it is dry already and the shelf life is actually long. So you can keep red millet and sell for a return on investment of between 30 to 80%. The second one we mentioned is Egusi. Egusi is also very, very lucrative, and make sure you buy when it is very dry. And if you're keeping for a long time, make sure you buy unpeeled Egusi, and you can have return on investment from Egusi between 30 to 120% depending on how long you are able to keep. You can also get dry corn. I mentioned dry corn, and you can sell and make return on investment of between 50%. And I added a bonus crop, which is granite. You can get granite and also resell and make money as well. See you guys in my next video, and bye for now.